Hello there, children, and welcome back to the channel. Let me regale you with a story of a certain walloper called Alex Mercer. He was in a video game called Prototype. He was also in Prototype 2, so that kind of spoils the ending of that game, doesn't it? Anyway, this is set in New York City, present time, whenever, who cares. Was originally released on the Xbox 360 and PS3 and PC, but it got a port, not a remaster, not a remake, no, a port. And it runs about the same as it did on those machines. Not very good, really, and they charged 40 quid for it. 40 quid for this? And I'm no slagging the game off or nothing like that. It's just, it's old at this point. It's been out for ages, right? And if I got it cheap on the PS4 for like 11 quid for the two games, I thought, £11 for Prototype 1 and 2? Aye, why no? I've got physical versions of... Well, actually, I've only got a physical version of the second one. What happened to the first one? I think I might have got pissed off and traded it in, but something like that. The game can be quite frustrating. We'll delve into that, in a little bite. So we'll start at the start, shall we?
A wee bit of the narrative of the game, no?
So as I said before, you go Alex Mercer, virus extraordinaire. He has been infected by a virus that can be upgraded throughout the game to do different things. It's like a superhero game, but you're not really a superhero. You're like the bad guy sort of idea. It just lets you slaughter people later on in the game, which is quite good. I quite like that. So you're in New York and you're being hunted by Blackwatch, who want you back because it's their mess and they need to mop it up with a big massive fucking mop, and they're making complete nuts of it, shall we say. So you're on your way to see your skin and blister sister, know what I'm saying? Who looks an awful lot like Kelly Osbourne for the 2000s. Round-faced walloper that she is. And you're also wanting to expose the lies of the black fucking facility persons. Blackreach, BlackRock, Black Jobby, I don't know. The shadowy corporation that want to keep their secrets secret but can't seem to do so. And this brings in a narrative gaming mechanic called the Web of Intrigue. It's not a Spider-Man thing, right? Even though this game actually reminds me a lot of Spider-Man. Just because it's in New York and you can fly a bit like a walloper, but other than that, aye. It's nothing like Spider-Man. Nothing at all. It's gory.
Elizabeth Green.
The time for waiting is over.
I don't understand.
So as you're cutting about the terrain of the New York, you'll see like wee ear things. I think they're ears. Little red and black symbols appear above people's heads. Go and consume them and you'll get a Web of Intrigue node unlocked, right? Do that until you've completed it. There's loads. There's 6 entire sequences and they range from like 11 to 20, bits and bobs you need to pick up per sequence. It's quite fun, actually. It's good. It's good to fill in the backstory like that. It's actually fairly well done. It's like you wouldn't expect it, but it's an Activision game. I just expect everything to be as lazy as shit and poo. So that's about as much as you need to know for the story, because no great shakes. It's a typical fucking story for a video game. It's a wee vehicle that you need to go through the game, right? Okay. Next part of the video.
Time for a wee talk about the graphics and that, no? Maybe some game mechanics and all.
Right, let's just get to brass tacks. This game looks like a pile of shite now, right? It wasn't the greatest looking game back in the day, but it was no bad. But it now just looks like a PS2 game. Doesn't it look like a 360 game or a PS3 game? That's because it's open world. So that'll be why the graphics are a wee bit less, impressive. They look pure shite now. So, aye. As for the game mechanics, well, there's loads, actually. You've got your side quests, right? And then you've got your running, and you've got wall running, and you've got fucking all your powers. You can turn your fists into like big massive fists to beat up tanks, and then you've got like a blade arm to chib people to death. You've also got Wolverine type claw hands to chib people to death. You've got mass muscle to beat people to death, and you've got the whip fist. Whip fist is quite, it's quite good for certain enemies, such as helicopters or anything that fucking flies or you don't want to get too close to. Whip fist them in the face. Bastards. The running can be really, really finicky. It could either work great or it just farts out, dies and has diarrhea squirting out of the screen, and you just go in any direction the game feels like taking you. That's a bad move, mate. Activision really need to... Who cares? They've been bought over by Microsoft. Maybe we'll see this get revived, eh?
Yeah, let's not get our hopes up.
You can also commandeer vehicles, and you'll need to actually go through the bases. The good bases, that is, are the wee blue squares that look like polis signs. That's what I thought they were. Polis signs, and you go through them, and you'll get to consume certain members of staff. They'll have a wee sort of DNA helix above their head. Consume them. The blue ones will give you powers. The redier things will give you web of intrigue, and you're going to need both if you want to have a complete roundup of the game, right? Don't fucking come to me moaning there's too much to do. I don't give a fuck. And then you upgrade your weapons that way, like assault rifle, the LMG, grenade launcher, rocket launcher. You'll eventually be able to commandeer helicopters and fly about like a fandan. Aye, do you know, there's a lot more here than I remember, and that's good. Gives you options, gives you choices, and you can destroy the bases if you like. When you're done, you're like, oh, I've done the stealth, got the stealth bonus. Come out and you can just start flinging trucks at the building, and it eventually blows up. It's brilliant. You'll get infected bases as well, called
Hives. Hives have come and get me, you fucking pit.
Taking these bastards down will give you yellow DNA clusters, and you'll get red ones for defeating normal enemies. And that's how you upgrade your shite. Collect so many of them, 150,000 million, you can upgrade everything, right? Good. Some of the enemies are good looking as well, though. The big pink hunters look like big pink lickers from Resident Evil, only they don't have the big tongue, and they're not quite so spiky on the outside, even though I suppose they're more like the old licker from Resident Evil 2, not the new one, because they don't seem to have any teeth, but they can knock fuck out you, by the way. I hate the bastards. Aye, so they look more like the hunter for Resident Evil, okay? There you go, the licker that's in the first Resident Evil movie. God damn it, my brain is like a fucking whirlwind of shite. Some of the side quests are fun. You get your jumping ones and your gliding ones, and they can just piss off because, like I say, the controls are a wee bit imprecise at times, and it can get frustrating. Really frustrating, in fact. But there's fighting ones, and there's ones where you need to cut about in a tank and blow things up. They're pretty good. I quite enjoyed them. You get consume events where you'll go and expand the web of intrigue. Like, you'll need to do these side missions if you want to get all the web of intrigue, right? So here you are. You get plenty to do in the game. Can't say there's nothing to do. Does it get repetitive? Well, tell me what game doesn't it? Aye, it's pish. No, it's actually pretty good. I like this game. It's fun. It's frantic. And as you progress through the story, you'll see more and more of the population of New York turn into zombie things. And you can kill them. They will attack you on sight. They're aggressive. They don't care who they punch. Should know better than punching me in the fucking jaw, though. My jaw's like steel, wrapped in fucking diamond, with an infected coat and a jobby over it, just to, you know, fuck you, punch me, you're gonna die. And you can consume these pricks. You can consume them for life, energy, upgrade things, you know, the pink node things. You just consume the bastards. And some of the abilities are good though. I like the one where you can grab a hunter and then just slam it into the concrete head first. Woof, fuck you. And you'll get the tendrils and go critical mass and everybody and just consume the entire fucking city, world, everything. I'm just one big consuming machine at this point. Kind of like me in real life, only with cheeseburgers.
Right, here's the conclusion of the video and that now.
All in all, I think it's fun, but it's quite frustrating. You can get spammed to death in some areas. We'll just get hit over and over. And every time you get hit with like a really powerful hit, like a hunter punches you, will stun lock you. You get hit by a rocket or a tank shell in the face and you'll fly back. And that can happen just over and over and over until you're dead. So use that dodge function that I didn't tell you about. But I'm telling you now. So you really do need to watch this entire video. I get it. I'm not quite sure if it's worth 40 quid for the two of them. I'd maybe pay maximum for 2 games, 20, 10 each, but you buy them as a bundle, you might get it cheaper. I paid £11 for this bundle, I paid 20. There you go. Right.
Adios and that no.
All clear.
My name is Alex Mercer. I'm the reason for all of this. They call me a killer, a monster, a terrorist. I'm all of these things. 3 weeks ago, someone released a lethal virus in Penn Station. I woke up in a morgue. Now I hunt. I kill. I consume. I become. I'm gonna find out who did this to me. And I'm gonna make them pay.
North 39 to ground. Do you have target in sight? Over. That's negative.
Help!
Freeze!
Help me!
Don't move!
Help me!
Walker, open up! We're clear. Move up. You, with me. Her too. That's him! Where's your commanding officer? Sir, he's in Times Square. I'll call for transport. That won't be necessary.